So, session 15. Here we go. We are in the Shadowfell. Spooky, spooky. Because you sought to help Cecilia, who you met in the marsh outside of Penswinnow, following a dream from Asra, which directed you towards Cecilia. Cecilia directed you towards the Shadowfell, specifically her tower. But it turns out that she was just luring you there as a trap because she wanted to experiment on you and do weird shit to you. Not good vibes. Not good vibes. You bad vibes. You explored her tower, found some of her research notes, enough to maybe start putting things together. Who knows? We've not had a full chance to debrief about it in character. And you also found a few like magical items and stuff, and then you reached the top of her tower. Oh, I forget about Ginger the Nothic spewing random shit about people, just chatting shit, but the truth. Ginger's dead now, so we don't need to worry about that. But we made it to the top of the tower, and Cecilia was there with this big magical engine, which was off and still and not a threat, but attracted some attention. And Cecilia, through the use of a kind of mirror image illusion sort of spell, distracted you enough that she could do some serious damage to some of you, mostly Harvey. But you eventually wore her down enough that she either got bored or scared or whatever, and she fled, teleporting away, saying that she will catch you later when you're a little bit more of what she needs. So we leave off with you having just escaped her crumbling tower, having to go through some checks and challenges, play into your character's strengths to see how you succeed in getting out of this whole fucking situation. You managed to work together, pull together, and fly out through the glass roof of this crumbling tower. And as the dust cloud settles, that is actually where we find ourselves, with you standing at the base of the remains of Cecilia's tower. So, over to you. Play.
Is everyone good?
Hells, I hate this place even more. Can we go now?
I think that's a good idea.
Wraith is like brushing the dust off in the most posh, dramatic fashion.
Love it, love
Flicking
it.
it from the stilts.
Like a dog, Wrath just takes it off him.
Amazing.
Wraith scowls and steps away from her twin, flicking more dust off in his direction.
Amazing.
How long did it take us to get from the rift to Cecilia's tower? Was it like
4 hours? Yeah, that was like
4
a
hours?
4-hour
Cool.
hike. And it is currently coming up to 8 o'clock. It's actually close to 8 o'clock. I'll move a little clock. And yeah, as far as the Shadowfell is concerned, there is like a sun, but it seems to have set a while ago while you were inside the tower. The kind of like, it's like a watery reddish sun that is seen through just like a shadowy haze that was swooping over the landscape before you went to the tower. It is now set, and the Shadowfell is dark and shadowy by nature, and even more so now that you find yourself in the dark. And can everyone roll a perception check for me, please?
So that one?
Oh no,
Oh,
We're off
God.
to a great start. Toki can't see in the dark,
What
to
we
be
went
fair.
to you.
it's not great.
You 19 or 16? What's the other one? You're 19.
Ooh, nat 20. Let's go.
Ooh!
Nice.
Mm.
Awesome. That's us, isn't it? That's everybody. So yeah, Toki and Wraith, you're sort of dusting yourselves off, but Harvey and especially Wrath, you two sort of begin to feel like a crippling sense of unease, sort of like the prickling on the back of your neck as if someone's watching you, and you dance around, like looking around, and Wrath, with your perception, like you are pretty confident in yourself that like you've not missed anything. There's no one watching you specifically, like creeping on you, but you definitely get the impression that there are dangerous things out there, and the shadowfell comes into its full force. I mean, Wrath, you've been here before a few times. You know that the shadowfell comes into its true power in the shadows. It's the things that lurk in the shadows and wait. So as you kind of bear that in mind, for this prickling sensation, the hair begins to rise on your arms, and you hear kind of like the distant like moans and like kind of howls of some creature that you're unfamiliar with, going about its business.
Well, I think we should leave. Unless you want to stay here with whatever that is. Act like we've got to bounce.
I don't disagree with you, but do we want to hike in the dark and get out of here? Or do we want to try and find somewhere safe, maybe, and take a second?
Is there anything salvageable of the tower? Or is it literally all just a pile
It
of rocks
is
now? Like,
rubble
or
and
is there a
dust.
basement?
Yeah, no, it's like you would kind of expect there to be like, you know, broken furniture. I mean, she had all those fucking books, right? But like, there is just nothing but rubble and dust. It looked like whatever enchantment she spoke about being able to move her tower, she's employed some of that in the destruction of it as well. So there is nothing left here at all. And actually, as you say that, point of note, happy to wreck on this. Wrath, during the fight, you said that you tossed the papers that you found, the research papers. You said you
Yeah,
just tossed
I
them in the air
regret
and
that.
dropped
I
them.
regret that.
Happy to retcon. Very happy to retcon. Let's say you just find on top of the rubble, the papers are left there. You're like, oh yeah, I dropped them, and you pick them up, and you've still got them because it took ages to drop.
Fantastic, amazing, cool.
Nice.
What a happy coincidence, Lauren. Thank you.
Lauren.
Just the, like, not the research papers, just the doodle pages that he found. Totes.
If I drew it, you've got it.
When I rewatched it, I was like, April, you fucking
Same.
Why the
Not at
fuck
you,
did I
at
say
me
that?
for being like.
I swear. Oh, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, what
Right.
are we doing?
Shall we start walking back while keeping an eye out for somewhere safe to stop in the meantime?
Love it.
I think that sounds wise.
Mhm.
That's the only option.
Excellent. And she'll start walking.
Beautiful.
Can I do some kind of check to see if I think it? Because I want to cast light, but I'm also like, if Toki thinks that that's just going to draw attention to them and get them in more shit, I won't do that. So does Toki think that?
Do an insight check.
I think Toki might think it regardless. It's a 4?
Yeah, you can't see many things around you. Like, it's a pretty kind of flat landscape, apart from the massive fucking mountains you're standing next to, actually. But yeah, you're like, it's probably fine. Like, I can't
pass
see why
light.
not. And actually, yeah, it drives off shadows, so seems like a good
Yeah.
idea to me. Nice. Yeah. How do you kind of cast it? Like, do you cast it on a particular object that makes it glow? What color is your light?
Yeah, I will cast it on the rabbit pendant that I have around my neck. I like to, it's usually like tucked under my armor and my clothes. I like bring it out to the front and I will cast it on it, and I think it's like a kind of sunshiny light, like a yellow
Cute.
light.
I love it. Like, you get those like
And it
sunrise
is
lights.
it's shedding bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light 20 feet further from that.
I love it. So yeah, you're walking along looking for a little spot, and suddenly there's like a poof, like burst of bright light that surrounds you all, resembling kind of a sunrise or a sunny day.
Isn't this comforting?
Wraith will just close her eyes for a second, like in a plea for patience, and her wings will vanish as the light settles in.
I love it. Amazing. Cool. So I'll say it's like 15 minutes, and you find yourselves back in those those tunnels under the mountain that you went through, and then you had to kind of like figure your way out of. You kind of figured that this would probably be remembering the journey. There was that old dead forest that you walked through, and then there was this mountain, and you know the mountain took sort of like hour and a half, and the forest took the remainder of the time. So you figured that if you want to find somewhere reasonably sheltered to sleep, this is probably gonna be it. But you know that you also don't know what lives in these mountains. You saw those creatures at the entrance of the caverns. You didn't fight them. They left you alone. They saw you but left you alone when it turns out you weren't a threat. But you can definitely, if you wish, search for somewhere to sleep around here if you would like to.
Did we potentially want to take a short rest and then keep going?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think I would rather carry on, but yeah, like I think I would rather sleep in Pensueno, but
Yeah.
a short rest could be good.
Nice one.
Agreed. I don't think we should stay here.
Love it. Cool. So, could anyone who wants to roll a survival check for me just look somewhere that look like it would be safe?
Okay, it's not having a good day.
Oh no.
Oh, not nat 20.
Ray's got it. It's
No,
fine.
that's
My
okay.
best friend Ray.
That's your best friend.
Sure. Thanks for putting up with all my accidental rock gifts the other night, by the way.
I went and watched the clip afterwards. It was cute.
Same.
There was a lot of Toki Wraith vibes in that
Oh,
friendship.
that's really sweet. I love it.
There were sections like, we're friends, we're sister wives.
Excellent. Bro. Cool. So, where do these rolls start? Sorry, is it from Toki's 10?
Yeah.
Nice. Yes. So the two non-nat 20s have it. You are looking through the tunnels. Javi, you know, you're grateful, I think, for Toki's light because you'd be blind without it. As well as Toki, I'm pretty sure. So without it, you wouldn't be much use. But with it, you're able to be like, that looks like a cozy place. And you kind of nudge Wraith and sort of point it out. And it's kind of like a little fissure in the rocks that widens out into like not a cavern or anything, but kind of like a concave sort of cave. And it seems to be wet. Doesn't look like anything's been in here lately. And this seems like a good place to sort of rest, catch your breath for an hour or a bit.
I wouldn't say perfect, but it'll do.
Nice. Is there any like water around? Or actually, I have water. I think. Ignore me. Can I? Because I have cook's utensils and some tea. Can I brew us all some chamomile tea?
Oh, cute. I love it. Of course you can. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Toki
Cute.
sets
Yeah,
that
I will
over
make us all.
Yeah, if you light a little fire and start brewing some water and some tea, that's lovely. What is everyone else doing to like catch your breath?
Wraith will unsling a pack, pull out a little cube in a sort of quieter corner, and say "Tentus," and watch as this tent pops up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Love it. Yeah. This tent pops up. Remind me, did I give like a description of the size of the tent? Is it like one man tent? I think it was a small
It's a
one.
two-man tent.
Two-man tent. I love it. Yeah, so you say Tentus, the activation word, and this tent sort of magically unfolds. A lot more efficiently those ones you get for festivals does. It actually folds up and you see like the poles sort of spring together, sort themselves out, a few kind of like guy lines spring off, try to like peg themselves into the ground but can't because it's really tough rock and they just sort of bounce out. And yeah, you have this like green canvas with sort of like little buttons buttoning up the front of it, a little 2-man tent.
Excellent. At which point I cannot do anything that will heal, but for fluff's sake, I will grab my brother, pull him inside, and start bandaging him up.
Cute. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, so yeah, you two see tent, Steph. Wraith, put up this little tent, grab her brother and tug him inside.
Twins disappear inside.
Yeah.
Okay, are they just outside the tent?
Yeah. Tug like, tea's ready. Yeah. What's Harvey doing?
Like
Sorry.
10 minutes later.
Harvey will just stick by Toki and especially the fire.
Nice.
And just try and kind of get some warmth back in his bones and try and relax.
Nice.
I have a blanket that I will pull out and like drape around me and Harvey.
Oh, cute.
That's really sweet. Oh, I love it. Amazing. Yeah, are you two chatting about anything while the 10 minutes these two are in the tent bandaging each other up and you're under this little blanket?
I think Toki's got like a 1,000-yard stare and is just like staring into the fire and it's just like not his usual self. Has just been through a lot.
Traumatized her too much for roleplay.
Harvey will kind of give him a moment to focus on the tea, and then he will say, "You did very well. We're all alive, so that's all we can really ask for."
Thank you. Are you okay? I'm sorry I hit Cecilia and then, killed you.
It's fine. It's I was happy to go down for a good cause. It was more important to try and get rid of her than it was to worry about me.
Yeah, we almost had her. I don't like that
I'm a little
she's...
bit worried that we didn't get her.
Yeah, I don't like that she's out there.
Hi, Izzy.
And coming back for us at some point. Hi, Izzy.
Yeah, let's maybe we should just try to not to think about that for a little bit.
Change our names, go into hiding.
Easy.
Yeah.
Works well, would recommend.
From inside the tent.
Oh, you're listening, are you?
Wait.
Yes, to catch you up, Izzy. So you've left the crumpled remains of Cecilia's tower. It's about 9 o'clock at the moment, and you have made a temporary, short rest camp in the caverns under the mountains, just to catch your breath, heal up for a second. So Wraith set up a tent, and then her and Wrath are in there alone in a 2-man tent, taking care of the wounds. And then Harvey and Toki are huddled under a blanket by the fire. And Toki is making tea.
Okay. Oh yeah, I will give Alanis a cup of tea.
Oh, thank you.
Say by the time the tea is ready, the twins will emerge.
Nice.
Wraith puts the tent away.
Nice, amazing. Yeah, you sort of just hold out your palm and you say tentis again, and it just plops into a little cube in your hand.
Excellent. Back in backpack.
Yes.
That is incredible. Oh.
But yeah.
Certainly better than the old manual one.
Mm-hmm.
What are you up to, Alanis? Not to throw you into it, but yeah, we're having a sort of little fireside chat for an hour, just while we've not done the actual roll hit point stuff yet. But yeah, we'll get onto that in a sec.
I think she'll stare at the fire for a bit, sort of taking it in. And then as the twins re-emerge, she will turn to Wraith and be like, "Thank you for saving me. You wouldn't have got out if it wasn't for you. Yeah, pleasure is mine. It was a really nice thing to do. I won't forget that you're secretly nice."
Wraith will just give a sort of head tilt and then return her eyes to the fire. Sitting down next to someone
Best friend Toki.
She'll sit next to Toki because that's where there's room.
I pass her a mug of tea.
She inclines her head to you and takes the tea. Just sits there quietly.
Cute. Just say it was chamomile
She'll pass
tea.
it along to her brother. Yeah.
Nice. Cool, so we're all sitting there. I'm not. You're all sitting there. Drinking your chamomile
We're
tea. A
always
couple
with
of you under. Yes, Cecilia comes walking and she's like, we've got a cup for me. Yes. In the middle of the Shadowfell, not wanting to stay here too long. So you may go ahead and do whatever you want to do for a short rest. Yeah. Roll your hit dice. If anyone has any funky features and gets any spells or thingy-mabobs back, go for it. But I don't know how much you have at level 2.
All those level 2 funky features.
Yeah.
Well,
Short
get a
rest.
spell slot back. Let's fucking go.
Might as well.
Sure.
I'm gonna roll my hit dice. Oh, roll them both.
Do it.
Because we'll take a long rest soon.
I don't remember how much health I was on. I know it was low, but
Yes.
I forgot to write it down.
No worries. You were on 8 out of 21.
Great.
I thought they were fireworks, but it's just someone putting their recycling out, so it's all good.
Okay. Back up to 11.
Back to 11.
Look at us go.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah, what? I can't actually remember what I was on. Oh, I was on at 8. I remember.
Awesome. Brill, if you're all good, that will take you to about like 10 o'clock. Obviously it's underground, but you know you've sort of been sitting around for about an hour, and yeah, what are you guys doing?
Should we press on?
I think so.
Yeah, we should leave.
Let's go.
Pari.
Love that. Oh dear, Wrath's angry. Why is Wrath
Oh.
angry?
Why is Wrath angry?
Ooh,
What?
what? Ooh,
Wrath angry?
I am.
What's happening?
Question mark.
You okay, April?
What?
You put up like a little angry face emoji on Discord.
Oh!
I did?
Yeah,
Good God.
I think
how
that
did
was
do
you. Was I the only one that could see that?
I can't see it.
Oh
I think
damn!
so.
Oh
I didn't
right,
see
you're like
anything.
Rat's angry, and I was like, why is
missed
everyone
it,
being
yeah.
so weird about this? There's a
Oh,
massive
sorry.
angry
We're having,
face
like, a
over
little
April's eye.
One-on-one chat.
I wasn't even on Discord. I'm sorry. I did literally. I was.
I
on
mean, maybe it was
D&D
like weird
Beyond.
on my end. Anyway, odd, but it's
Oh
true.
my days. My apologies. My apologies.
No, I don't think you did anything wrong. I think it was me.
That's better.
Right. Hello, was that hallucinating? Oh, we'll find out on the recording. So,
How did I do that?
you finish up your short rest and yeah, decide to carry on into the Shadowfell. So we are once again in those tunnels that you were traversing. That seemingly go off in all sorts of different directions. So I'd like a few rolls from a couple of people, similar to the skill challenge that we did last session, that we did on the way coming through the mountains as well. Just sort of whatever you think would be appropriate, play to your character's strengths of a way you're going to try and navigate your way out of these tunnels.
Can I perceive the route that we took before, looking for our footprints in
Love
the
it.
dirt, dust.
Nice. Yeah. Roll not investigation check. Roll. Do it. Do it.
Perception.
That's the one.
Oh, it's good. It's a 23.
Very good. Nice. Yeah. So you kind of come out of the sort of crevice that you were sort of hanging out in, stamp out your fire. And yeah, you look around and you see, a few muddy boot tracks. Some, maybe the rogues didn't leave many, just naturally, sort of like not leaving a trace. But yeah, you see the tracks of your party that seem to kind of stretch in the general direction that you figure sounds about right. For you to have been coming in, and you follow those for a little while, but then after a little while they kind of there's sort of like a stream that is like running through these caverns, and that looks to be where like the muddy footprints came from. Like you walked through the water and it got a bit muddy and then you left the tracks, but beyond that stream the footprints kind of fade away, but you're like halfway through the mountain caverns now. If someone else would like to roll one for me, or of something.
Can I roll a history to just kind of recall, like, the first thing we did was we turned right and then we went forward for that long and then it was left and etc. But in reverse.
I love it. Cool. Yeah, go there. Go there. Crap, I can't fucking speak. Just do it. Just roll the dice. Add your numbers.
Where's my history? There. That is a 16.
Nice one. Yeah, so you remember, you're kind of like, right, I know we went kind of straight forward, and then I think there were like 3 different tunnels, and we took that one, and we were sort of trying to figure out what way was north, if we could kind of feel like stale air or anything, and you managed to sort of just flip that in your mind, and take over from Wraith's sort of following of the footsteps, and you navigate your way out of the tunnels. Yay, you made it. It is absolutely dark outside. Toki, do you still have light on? Did you turn that back on after you left the camp?
I probably would have cast it again, yeah.
Yeah, nice one. So yeah, your like emblem's still glowing. And you exit into that same sort of like valley almost that you saw those kind of beasts in that were eating their dinner. You exit into that, and as you move forwards, a couple of you, I think probably Wraith and maybe Alanis, pick up on sort of a rumbling noise, and you kind of look up instinctively just in time to see a bunch of rocks begin to fall in your direction as there is a sudden rockfall. And could all of you please roll and then put in the chat a dexterity save for me, please, as you leap out of the way to try and avoid this rock slide thingamabob.
We're all over the shop on rolls today.
Nice. Does it start at your Alanis is 23? Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. Awesome. So everyone apart from Wraith succeeds, but Wraith, unfortunately, you're checking out how your brother's doing. You're like, wait, has he seen the rocks? Is he going to be able to get out of the way? But Wraith, unfortunately, you do not get out of the way quick enough. And all of you, there is this tremendous noise of just rock and earth shifting. And all of you leap in like 2 different directions to try and avoid this rockfall. No one getting away unscathed. As you, hold on, give me a second. Let's roll to see what happens. Well, that's not possible because that's meant to be a d6. So how do I roll a 7? That's the wrong dice. Right. So Wraith, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as some of these rocks fall on you and kind of trap your leg a little bit. You manage to pull it out and aren't trapped under the rocks anymore, but you still take 5 points of damage. The rest of you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you are bludgeoned, basically, by these falling rocks. And as, again, you find yourself once more blinking away like the dust of a of like rubble, and you open your eyes and realize that you all have landed on opposite sides of this rock slide. So, oh no, indeed. Uh-oh, so Xana's not there. Let me have a look at what you rolled so I know who's gone where. So,
How
yes.
cinematic.
Oh, thank you.
I wonder what this could possibly mean.
Nothing good. Right. So you go to this now. There we are. There's your slide. And the big pile of rocks in the middle. That is splitting the party in half.
Excellent.
So this rock slide, this is very, 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 very tall. You look, and I didn't express it on the map as much as I could have, but it is huge, and it is like just a massive landslide. It completely blocks you all off. I'd say Wraith, you're probably like here, having got your leg trapped a little bit. Well, Toki leapt back a little bit more, and you all maybe not so close to the rocks, having jumped back a little bit. But yes, you are all sort of probably prone on the ground as well from having flung yourselves out of the way of this rock slide.
I'll glance over at Toki, look back to see I can see my brother. I can't. Wraith is just gonna look back at Toki and groan.
I love it. Amazing. Fantastic.
Just let her head hit the dirt.
Start flying us over one by one if we're stuck on this side.
Amazing. Oh, hold on, give me 2 secs. Isn't this working?
I will stand up and hold my hand down to Wraith to help pull her to her feet.
I will glance suspiciously at it, and I will take it and get up.
Amazing. As you stretch your hand out to Wraith, you go to help her to her feet, and Wraith, you go to grab Toki's arm to be pulled up. But as you go to grab Toki's arm, you feel someone else grab you from behind around your waist, and Toki appeared out of nowhere, out of the shadows, is this vaguely humanoid creature with tufts of hair, long sort of elongated pointy ears, a very sort of almost monkey kind of figure, resemblance of a chimpanzee sort of thing, with long hands, a gaunt face, and tufts of hair all over its body. You see this grab Wraith around the waist, and then sort of shift its balance in the space of 2 seconds. It appears, it grabs Wraith, sort of does this maneuver where now its long legs are around Wraith's waist, and it pulls between its 2 hands a really long, thin piece of wire that it holds around Wraith's neck. And Wraith, you are grappled by this. So could everyone please roll initiative for me?
I didn't roll enough hit
Bold
dice.
escape.
Oh my god,
Toki.
Toki's rolling so poorly today.
Okay.
In the middle of being like, this monkey figure is helping Wraith, and then you hold the wire around her neck.
So helpful.
Let me grab initiative up. Yep, there's nothing on there now. Up to 10. Nope, it's. Give me a sec. It always does this. It lies to me.
Anyone else recognize these from BG3?
I thought I recognised the description. I can't put a name to them in my mind.
Me neither. I can't name them, but I mentally know them.
I don't remember them at all.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe I don't remember. Looking at the art, I don't.
Act 2.
Oh god, so much happens in Act 2. Which bit?
I'll tell you guys after.
Thank you.
Yeah, after we fight them, if that's
Maybe
all
I'll
right,
do
'cause-
something.
Yeah. I won't spoil anything.
Thank you. It's kind of annoying not quite knowing what comes up in Baldur's Gate, because like I have no idea what's new to you guys now. Because before it was like everything that had been we'd fought together. So now it's like I don't know what's the surprise and like what's cool and what isn't.
Sorry, pal.
Sorry.
I haven't played it enough, if that helps.
Yeah, everything will be new to me. It's fine.
Nice. Me and you in this, is it? What did you get for initiative, Steph?
And April.
Oh, sorry. 11. Oh, not 0, 11.
Cool, amazing. So Malcolm's going first. Good for me. So, let me just change the music. There we are. Right, so this creature has appeared behind you, Wraith, has its legs wrapped around your waist, grappling you, and has a grot across your throat. It is going to kind of grin at you, Toki, with this sort of like dark, like yellow teeth, and like eyes, like just like pure black eyes, grin at you, and then is gonna disappear, take in Wraith.
Oh, no!
Oh dear.
Oh, shit in hell.
Javi, it's your go.
Oh jeez, I'm on the. I looked down for 2 seconds. Where the fuck did Wraith go?
Yes, so I think you guys haven't managed to get to the other side of the rock yet. I know April kind of said you were going to start flying people over, but this sort of happened as maybe you were lifting up the first person to go. So the only person that knows something is amiss here is Toki at the moment.
Excellent. Right. So we've got our rocks here. Is Javi able to clamber up and go round?
It's quite high there. That's about 20 foot up. So you can definitely do it as part of your movement. You are no, you've got up since you did that before the initiative started. But I'd need an athletics check just to climb it, just to see if you were able to do it. It's not super high. It's like only DC 10, but just to see if you're able to.
I'm not. It's a 5.
Oh dear. Nothing bad happens. It's not like you lose your movement or you like fall back and stumble and hurt yourself or anything, but you kind of set to kind of start climbing it, being next to it, and you sort of almost assess it and you're like, that's too sheer for me, like there's nothing for me to grab onto. I can't get around this rock face this way.
Is it the same situation on the other side, or is that?
That looks like it might be a little bit better. That is like 10 foot to that little ledge that you first pointed to, that then goes round to like where Toki and Wraith are.
Okay, let's do that instead.
Nice.
5, 10, 15 to get here. Do you need anything from me to get to scramble up?
Yes, could you just do another athletics check for me? But this one's DC 5, it's not very difficult.
A 12.
Nice. Perfect. So yes, you are able to scramble up there. As part of your movement, useful movement you've got to get up that 10 foot, which puts you on top of the. Yes, perfect.
Perfect. Do I have a view, or is it all just still rock to me?
It is still rock, actually. Yeah, I'd say it kind of towers, like it's about 5 foot above where you are at the moment. It's kind of the peak of this rock fall, and some of the rocks have kind of fallen a little bit onto where you are, made it a little bit easier to climb up actually, because you're able to sort of just scramble. But yes, you still can't quite see over.
Fabulous. I feel like I can bonus action dash.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
For the first time ever, I'm going to bonus action dash,
Oh.
and try and get the rest of the way. 5, 10, 15 to get to there, and then do you need anything for me to jump down?
Yeah, just do an athletics or an acrobatics check here.
It's going to be acrobatics. Oh, shite. 15.
15. Perfect. That's absolutely fine. You make it down, and as you get down there, you see just Toki, who's kind of like almost got his arm out to nothing.
Fab.
I'm under the rock.
Harvey will
dead.
call over to Toki and say, "What happened to Wraith? Where is she?"
And I'm just gonna point in the tunnel.
Oh, Madonna. No. And that is Madonna.
Madonna.
And that is his go. He can't do anything else.
I love it. Amazing. Cool. Alanis, it's your go. You and Harvey scramble up round there, hop down. What are you doing?
Follow him. I think
Oh,
that's
okay.
course of action.
Nice one. Yeah, give me that DC 5 athletics check just to make sure you're jumping up there.
Oh, it is a 5.
Meets it. Nailed it.
So I guess I'll kind of scramble up and I'll be really careful to go exactly where Harvey went so that I'm
Nice.
following
Good
in
idea.
all of his handholds.
Brilliant. Good idea. Love it.
He's a lot shorter than me, so it's a little
Yeah.
bit awkward because sometimes I'm not
You're like
reaching as far
hunched
as
a
I
little
should.
bit. He's a short king. I love
Yeah.
it. Beautiful.
But we get there.
Yeah, hell yeah. Do you use your dash to get around the other side, or are you staying where you are?
I don't think I have dash.
Of course you don't, because you're not a rogue. Yep, sorry, I'm with you. You could use your action to do it though,
Oh,
if you wanted to, unless you were doing something with
Yes, I can use it. Yeah. But I've got 35 feet of movement,
Oh, legend.
so would that get me around there with if I used it as a action?
Perfect. That's good.
And would I be able to get down as well, or would that
Yes,
be
nah, that's
too
not
much
part of
in
it.
one
That's
go?
it's just a check and see how you get. So yeah, if you want to jump down, it'll be athletics or acrobatics, just to see how well you lower yourself down. It's kind of 10-foot drop.
I'll do acrobatic.
Love it.
10.
Nice, that's fine. You get down again. It's like you make it. It's nothing to write home about, but it looks fine. You look good doing it. And yeah, you see as well the same sight that Harvey does, landing next to him, of Toki just sort of pointing.
Oh god, she's not under the rocks, is she?
Not that bad.
Okay.
Also, sorry, I'm just trying to think. Right. That was Alanis's go. Toki, it is your go.
I am giving chase after Wraith.
Cool. What are you doing? Because this thing just vanished. It didn't walk backwards. It vanished.
Oh, I thought it walked back into the tunnel.
No, sorry. So I don't think I was clear. So
Okay, so I was not
just,
paying.
It blinked and was gone. Like it just vanished.
Okay. I thought it was just in this tunnel, so I was like, I know what I'm gonna do. Now I don't. I don't know. Can I do an Arcana check to try and figure out what it did?
Yeah, of course. Go for it, mate.
Never mind, guys. She's not in the tunnel. I got that wrong. That's a 14.
14. Yeah, you figure that. I mean, it teleported away. You can kind of gather that. You are not too sure exactly where it may have gone though. With a 14, you definitely sort of like smell and taste a sort of tang in the air of like arcane energy that you kind of smelt and tasted when Cecilia bamfed away. In terms of how far away she could be, you've got no idea.
I don't get the sense that this is like a short range thing. I get the sense that she could be anywhere.
Yes, you don't get the sense this is like a sort of. What did you get? A 14?
Yeah.
No, 14's all right. Yeah, this isn't a sort of like Misty Step situation where it's like 30 foot.
Yeah.
It's like this feels like bigger. Not like plane shifting, but yeah, bigger than 30 foot.
Yep. No worries. Okay. Well, I will. As a bonus action, I will use my harness divine power to get a spell slot back. Anyway.
Nice.
Which I was gonna do. Just while I'm sort of frantically, like, they took her, I don't know where. And are Javi and Alanis both down?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Toki's just sort of frantically like she's gone.
Awesome. Cool. So we move on, but before we go to you guys, we're gonna go to Wraith, and find out maybe where you are. So let me split the party. Hope this works. I've not done this before. So Steph, you should be able to do something different now. But only Steph.
I can.
Okay, good, because I have multiple screens up on my thing, and it's a lot. So let's put this here. So here he is actually there. And let me just, because I was silly when I deleted you, and I deleted you rather than like cutting you. So I just have to reposition everything. I was like,
No worries.
drama, and then I was like, duh. I don't remember what his health was, so I made it up, but his name's still Malcolm. And right, so yeah, I'll say that you land there. So you find yourself in a cave, and obviously the rest of the party can't see this, but for dramatic effect we'll describe rather than being like join me on a separate channel. Last thing you remember, you were reaching out your arm to Toki to stand up, and then something grabbed you, and there was force at your waist and at your neck. And you saw surprise in Toki's face, and you felt strong arms around you. And then it felt as if shadows had swallowed you up. And then you land here with that force still on your neck, still around your waist. Shadows kind of dissipate, and you find yourself in a cavern, like awful place. There's no light in here, but obviously you can see in kind of your shades of red. You see there are blood spatters and bones all around the cavern. You seem to have sort of just landed in the middle-ish of it, but this sort of 30 by 30-ish room with tunnels going off sort of either way, but this pressure still on you, and you are very much still grappled by Malcolm here.
Wraith probably in the moment would try and twist to see if she could see Malcolm. To see what's grabbing her.
Yeah.
And would she recognize it at all? I don't know.
No, I don't think you would.
No. Cool. At which point she will try and break the grapple.
Cool. Go for it. So that is gonna be a. Tell me.
She'll try and like unsheath a dagger and bring it up to sort of press whatever's around her neck away from her neck if she can.
Nice. Sorry, I always forget that. Grapple rules. Okay, yes. So could you please do me a athletics or acrobatics check, please?
We'll do acrobatics. It's a 10.
No, that doesn't make it, I am afraid.
That's fine.
Unfortunately. Let you add you both back to the 10 order as well.
Can I, as a bonus action, call out? With
Yeah.
what's left of my
course
air?
you can. Yeah. 23. Yes, you totally can. What are you like? Yeah, crying out.
Against every instinct, Wraith will shout, and she'll just call out, "I'm here!" and hoping it will like echo down a tunnel.
You do. It does echo of a sort. You can hear it echo, and you cry out as this thing squeezes your breath. But yeah, you unfortunately can't break the grapple, and that is where you are. So, Wrath, it's your turn. Fuck off. Sorry, closed the wrong roll 20. It's your turn, Wrath. What are you doing? You're on the other side.
Have I heard what Toki and the others have been saying whilst this has happened?
I don't think so. I think you were still a little bit too far away to have heard.
Oh, God. Alright, I fly up so I can, like, see the others, kind of, like, up to the top of the rock.
Yeah.
I realise she's gone. Like, Toki, where is she? Toki!
Something took her!
Where is she?
I don't know!
When? Like, how?
Like 2 seconds ago, like a monkey type thing with a garrote.
Okay, Raph just flies up further, casts detect magic to try and see if anything's there. He knows she has magical items on her.
Yeah, of course.
And, like, if this is a kind of getting away spell, what kind of spell it was, if it's left any kind of remnant, I guess.
Yeah, you... okay, so you fly up, roll an Arcana check for me.
Forget magic, but it must be good. Okay. Plus. $23.
Nice. Okay, bro. So yeah, so this isn't quite how detect magic works, but since the kind of remnants of the magic are fading, detect magic only has a range of 30 foot, and you immediately gather that she is way more than 30 foot away. And with the remnants of this spell or effect fading, you get a sort of whiff, I suppose, or a blip of teleportation magic, and you sort of hone in on that. You like grab it with your mind and you don't let go, and you examine it, and it's like you kind of turn it around in your mind, trying to understand what this was, this effect that happened, and see like how far away your sister might possibly be. And with that good Arcana roll, you are able to determine that she could be anywhere up to 500 feet away in these caverns, or in the other direction.
I don't get a sense of which direction, just...
No, you don't, no.
Oh my god. Right, I'll communicate that she's in a 500 feet do we hear any sound of, like, what
Roll
Wraith
a
just
perception
did?
check.
Oh! Not great. 14.
You don't hear anything, unfortunately.
Damn it! Why? Shit. Well, I'll keep detect magic up.
Nice.
So it's on for 10 minutes.
Cool.
I'll just start screaming for Wraith. I won't blast all your eardrums, so I won't actually do.
Nice.
And I'll try and fly up and see. I mean, I'm sure this is my action, but like this is what he would then go on to do.
Yeah. Like
fly up and see if anything in the distance is like different.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure I've used my action at this point, but this is just what he does next anyway.
No, of course. Yeah. Cinematically, you kind of fly straight up, and the other three of you just watch Wrath like cast some sort of spell, seem to almost grab onto something. You see almost Wrath actually physically grab onto something and like pull shadow out of the air and almost pull it apart to examine it like a scroll, and then it dissipates as he lets go and just shoots straight up into the air. On Malcolm's go.
Yes, goodness me.
Malcolm has you still. in this grapple wraith. You are just in the dark on your own, separated from your friends and from your family. No idea where you could be. You don't know what plane of existence you could be on. You just know that you have been abducted and find yourself in this cave. Malcolm is going to just squeeze on your throat. And because you are already grappled, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as your the air to your brain is cut off.
Cool.
And
Breaks unconscious.
and you fall into unconsciousness.
What? Oh my god.
Yep.
Javi, you're go.
Oh god. Harvey's gonna. Oh jeez, no, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna actually move. Sidle up to Toki. I mean, we've established that she's not here. She's within 500 feet, which should not help us. Harvey really feels at a loss for what to do, and he's just gonna kind of like do several 360s, looking around like it's gonna help at all. You know, Wrath is shot into the sky. Toki looks terrified. And the first thing that comes to his mind is trying something that a lot of the party have been doing since he met them, and he's gonna try and reach out to a saint. And he's gonna kind of like put his head in his hands, very stressed, and try and reach out to Asra.
Ooh, Asra, amazing.
And he's gonna say, "You are the reason that we're here, so you are the reason that she's gone, and you do the traveling, and she has traveled to a mystery location, and it would be great if she could not be in a mystery location. So can you do something? Can you do anything so that we can find her, please?"
Beautiful. Yeah, roll me
Thanks.
a D100 as you pray to the saint of rifts and traveling and guidance, basically, and kind of the lost and those lost on a journey.
Where's my other? Let's go. That is 65.
Nice. So 65. So you kind of close your eyes and you do these 360s. You turn around, kind of like feel panic start to rise in you, this sort of like hopeless despair at the thought of losing someone, and them just having vanished, and you have no idea where they are, on like completely other world, like alien planet basically, and it all rushes in on you like, how fucking stupid is this? Like, this is so dumb, and Asra is the reason we're fucking here, because we put faith in saints that their word means something, so fucking help us. And you close your eyes, and with your eyes like squeezed shut, concentrating on this, you, like, in the blackness of just your eyelids, you see like a lighthouse in the very far distance, just rotating slowly, and it doesn't cast like purple light like you saw in the dream. It just casts normal lighthouse light, and it is shining, just in this beacon, just lit, as it rotates, and when you open your eyes, that lighthouse is still there, and when you turn, it stays in the same place. So when you turn back, it's directly ahead, and you turn this way and it shifts. You turn around, you can't see it anymore, and you turn back and it's fixed on a point, somewhere to the sort of like southwest of you, inside the caverns.
Harvey will try and get Wrath's attention if he may, and kind of like point, like, it's there, this place, there.
Nice. Awesome. You try and like flag down Wrath. Wrath, do you see Harvey trying to get your attention?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. Amazing. Alanis, it's your go. What are you up to? No, she's not doing anything. We will give it a sec, and we'll go to Toki.
Okay, I will. Oh,
that's right. Keep going, then I'll reverse.
I will also yell to Wrath. The locket. Use the locket. I don't know if Wrath has the locket or if Wraith has the locket. Does Wraith have the locket? I don't know who has the locket, so I'm just like, use the locket.
Love it.
And I think there was just the one. Or was there two?
I'll check while you keep talking.
Yeah. And then I will start walking very determinedly in the direction that Harvey is pointing, while also hyperventilating a little bit. I'm going to pull my inhaler out and take a little drag of my inhaler.
One locket.
One locket. I don't know who has it, so I've yelled at Wrath to use it, but that's me.
I love it. So yeah, you start walking, and I mean, I'm not going to say Toki bumps up into the rock face, but I assume starts trying to climb to get around it.
Sure.
Yeah, so roll me an athletics check. Are you trying to climb over the rubble, or are you going to go the route that Alanis and Harvey took? Because it looks like it's... What direction did I say? Southwest? I meant southeast.
It looks like
it's going
southwest.
back... Yeah, I got my ones confused. The one where Ken
Oh,
is,
okay.
down back into the caverns. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, give it a go. Yeah, I was like, do I have to climb? It's just like an entrance over here. That's fine, yeah. What was it, athletics, did you say?
Yeah, to climb up there, yeah. You only need a 5.
I did an 8.
That's good, it's good. Yeah. You get up there, and you manage to get up, and maybe that's where you have your, like, of your inhaler at the top, at the top of this little ridge that those two were clambering around. Yes. Izzy, are you there, or? Ooh.
Yeah, sorry, my laptop just crashed.
Oh, no, that's all right. No worries. What's the last thing? Did you hear about the lighthouse thingy in the prayer to Asra, or was it? Nope. Okay, so Harvey prayed to Asra, being like,
just started praying.
Yes. Yeah. And Asra replied, basically sending Harvey like a little symbol on like, I don't know, like when you're in Skyrim and you're like, you need to head that way, and the map rotates with you. You've got that.
We have a quest marker.
You've got a quest marker, which is targeted on, you assume, wraith. And so Harvey's pointed out the direction, which is southeast, back into the caverns.
Are we, before we climb, are we sure this is legit and not another manipulation?
Well, it didn't have Cecilia's shitty purple this time, so hopefully.
Okay, I'll start climbing again.
Nice. Yep, roll me the DC 5 athletics check, please.
That's a natural 20.
Excellent. You jump up there. Perfect stuff, and yeah, keep moving around. Anything else on your turn? We're sort of just walking in order now, but yeah.
Yeah, I think just walking and keeping an eye out for anywhere that it seems like, oh, there could be a cave down there.
Nice. Awesome. Brill. Wraith, back to you. Could you please make a death save for us? But tell us what it is this time.
Oh, tell us.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, a bit of fun.
A bit of suspense.
How amazing it's a 1.
Oh,
amazing.
no,
2
no,
fails.
no.
Perfect. Brilliant. Raph, it's your go.
Okay, so I see where Harvey points.
Mm.
Do I get a clear image of where it is that Harvey's pointing? Like,
No,
are there like, discernible features?
Harvey very much is just pointing in, like, this direction. Like, just pointing that way.
Okay, I fly down, pick Harvey up.
Okay.
Because I have no other way of navigating to this place. I need Harvey. And I just start flying in that direction, which Harvey dictates. Can I pray? Or is praying being an action? In which case I'll retcon.
Praying's an action. I don't think you've done anything really with your action or anything, have you? Or did I blank?
Oh, I kind of picked Harvey up.
Oh, that's fine. It's not. It's not a real fight.
Okay.
Says you.
A real fight.
It's not a real fight. Wraith just dies.
It's not real.
It wasn't even a real fight.
I'll pray to Kerrigan.
Oh, Kerrigan.
Again.
Love it.
Rat's losing his fucking mind, so he doesn't mind doing some...
Pray to the man who famously killed his twin.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought he was the state of twins.
No, he killed his twin.
No, I don't think April was there for that. No, man, if Wrath doesn't know it, mate, go for it. I don't think April was there for that little bit.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Go for it, dude. Pray to Kerrigan.
Would that be common knowledge, though?
No, you wouldn't know it.
Okay, I'll pray anyway. I mean, I'll offer something. My sister, she's been taken from me. Get me to her before it's too late. And I promise you, I will paint the walls with her abductor's blood in your name.
Love it. Love it.
I'm appealing to the murderous nature of the saint at this point.
The saint of serial killers, for sure. Roll me a prayer, a D100. Yeah. Right, Kerrigan held Wrath up.
I did not know about the twin thing. I need to rewatch. What the heck?
Yeah, man. No, I mean...
Sorry, I thought you were there for that.
We were scaring the herring.
Yeah.
It's an 86.
That's good. So Kerrigan replies. So you, as you zoom down, you grab Harvey, and you start just shooting in the direction that Harvey is pointing, and Harvey's like, this way, like a GPS. That's the way. You, as you do, you like, Harvey, you notice that like where Wrath is holding you, like his arms just tighten, as he focuses on this connection to Kerrigan. What would Kerrigan do?
I love a psychopath. Let's go.
I mean, yeah.
WWK.
Exactly.
I'm not sure what this relationship is going to have.
No, it's
I don't think it's going to be anything good, my guy.
No, it's not.
You reach out, to this saint that tried to drown you not 2 hours earlier. And like swimming away from those waters brought you back from the brink of unconsciousness. Now when you pray to him and reach out, you feel almost something dragging you down. Once again, you find yourself and before, when you prayed to him, it was like you were unconscious, like you were in this dream state anyway. Now you're awake and you're flying and you're holding Harvey, and then all of a sudden you feel this tug. Everything becomes very heavy,
Oh dear.
and Harvey, you start to feel like water dripping down your arms from where Wrath is holding you. As Wrath just becomes cold and soaking wet, you look up and you see Wrath's skin is like bloated almost. Lips are blue, and like veins of black just going up his skin, looking like a drowned corpse, as he flies with you. And Wrath, you reaching out to Kerrigan, offering to paint the walls with your sister's abductor's blood, just to help get your twin back, you reach out to the Saint of Twins, someone associated with twins, but maybe not knowing the full story, don't fully know how Kerrigan might react to that. And so you start to feel a drowning sensation. You can't breathe. You kind of black out for a sec. You blink, everything's really white and bright, and you blink and you can see everything, but you cannot breathe. Could you roll me a Constitution save, please?
Oh dear Lord, this has not worked out in my favor. That is 18.
18. You cough once, nothing happens. You cough again, and you vomit up river water all over Javi. And you, as you cough this out of your lungs, you breathe. Javi, you look up and you see that Wrath looks back to normal, still soaking wet and cold, but no longer resembling a drowned corpse. And as you cough this up, Wrath, the like constricting feeling and the burning in your lungs eases. You get a glimpse of a cave and this kind of monkey-like creature with a wire around your sister's neck. Wraith slumped over, unconscious. This thing loosening its grasp and reaching for her while she's unconscious. And then that fades, and you are still flying. And you hear this high-pitched laugh just dance around the edges of your consciousness. And you regain a spell slot.
Oh, God's sake! God damn it! Oh, that was the wrong choice. It's okay.
Got a spell slot back, though.
Oh, it's true. Right. I think Wrath is panicking.
But yeah, so, Harvey, it's your go.
Okay. How far have we managed to get, like, within the caves?
Probably like 30 foot, I think, max. Yeah, from Wrath having to go and grab you and then coming round.
Now that we're, like, in the caves and in the darkness, do I still have an idea of where we need to be headed?
Yeah, you still got that little quest marker of the you know, lighthouse in the distance. As you sort of, I'll say, like, zoom through the caves, like, you know, it's not a real fight. The lighthouse grows bigger and bigger, like perspective. Like, it was very far away, and the more you move through the cave systems, the larger it grows, giving you a sort of sense of how close you might be to Wraith. But this is just very much like as the crow flies, and these are twisting caverns. So if you want to try and direct Wrath, and obviously Alanis and Dokie bringing up the rear, then I will need a survival check or something else that you know you're happy to convince me that you could roll instead.
Nothing's coming to mind. So survival it is. You are a 16.
Nice. 16 is all right, actually. So you focusing on this, and you bring up, I mean, you did that history check as you were coming back through, so you've already got, and this was only like 5 minutes ago, that you were like, don't need that mental map anymore, and you kind of pull it back up, and Wrath is like flying at random, and you manage to sort of like get one hand on his arm and just be like, go left. And I mean, I assume Wrath will listen, and you manage to navigate through these tunnels together. Alanis, we'll stay in initiative for now, but Alanis, what are you up to?
I guess I'm just following Harvey. Can I do like, I don't know, like a survival check or something to see if I can, or like a perception to see if I can see like monkey paw prints that might lead the way or something like that?
Yeah, roll a perception check for me.
Oh, no, it's 9, sorry.
Yeah, you can't really see anything, unfortunately. It's just a little bit too dark down here, and even though you have kind of like got dark vision, it's just a little bit too gloomy. You can't really seem to make out too much, I'm afraid.
Okay, I'll just keep walking and occasionally look at Wrath, who has become a corpse and then another corpse and is now soaking wet for some reason.
Yeah, nice.
It's a problem to deal with later.
Yeah. Love it. Toki.
Yeah, I think Toki is just like sprinting along behind Wrath and Harvey. He's a runner. He's running. He thinks about all the times that Wraith made fun of him for being a runner. And he's like,
that'll show her.
I am running for her. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna show her. I'm gonna run here. I'm gonna save the day. She's gonna feel so bad.
Running.
And he's not thinking about what the alternative could be because that's not gonna happen.
Oh.
So he's just, he's running.
Amazing. Cool. Wrath, it's your go.
Oh, it is? Damn. Right, I'm never playing to Kerrigan again. Fuck Kerrigan. On Wrath's list, Kerrigan is now. He helped him with the spell slot, but he feels there is something wrong with the fact Kerrigan was laughing about this.
What's that, mate? What have I done? Did I hear my name used in vain?
What's that? Yeah, it was. Is that what you sent?
I don't know. We'll talk about Kerrigan at a later point. I'll keep flying as fast as I can, like full movement, full like the action to use greater speed. In the direction that Harvey. Does anything pop up from detect magic as we're like flying through tunnels?
No, it does not. And with you asking that at the end of the turn, we'll come out of initiative. Because right now you are just navigating your way through these tunnels, and on your side, Wraith, it's just dark. There's just nothing. So you guys still have the little lighthouse quest marker. It is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I know how long it's going to take you to get there, but obviously for you, it's endless. What are you all doing? Racing together to try and get. No, I don't want you to roll.
Cool.
No, happy with those two fails. Thank you. Yeah, what are you doing? You're all racing through the darkness of these tunnels. Is there anything particular you want to do as you're following this quest marker? And Harvey is sort of like left, right, wait, turn around.
I like Harvey's probably just holding on for dear life and trying not to think about the fact that Wrath threw up river of water on him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, we have to get our priorities straight. We have to get our priorities straight. But ew.
Yeah, it's grim, man. It just smells like the fucking Medway. Like, it's not nice. It's really not nice. So yeah. Yeah, if you are all just hurtling through, and I'm not gonna cut anyone off that wants to say anything.
I think so.
Yeah.
Can I pray again?
Do what?
Or am I out of prayers?
No, you have as many as you want to use a day, mate. Pray for
We'll
them.
run it
Who are you
back.
gonna pray to now?
Lorik.
Iorek, nice, cool. No,
I
Iorek's
think Wrath has figured out they're not gonna get there in time,
Iorek.
and so it's like I need strength from higher powers at this point.
Love it.
Which is the saint of the amulet I was after, right?
For sure,
From my
dude. Yeah.
understanding.
You're tracking down
So I do know a fair
amulet.
amount.
Yeah.
I know that this person hopefully isn't a serial killer.
You know more about
He's
Iorek.
definitely told you more about Iorek.
Yes, you and Toki have
Wonderful.
definitely had conversations about Iorek, and you know that Iorek was like cool dude, long time ago from Ufren, like famous blacksmith, and would rather have kept his family safe than like build weapons for the local militia sort of thing. Is I think the vibe that you get for Iorek. And just Chloe's nodding, and I'm like, good, I got it right. So local hagiography student. Yeah, go for it. Pray to Iorek, little polar bear boy.
Message you.
It's a secret prayer. What? I feel like you're gonna do something absolutely batshit.
Of course she is.
There's Lauren.
I was thinking, when you guys learn a saint story, I can share with you the Pinterest board that me and Chloe built for that particular saint.
Love
Because
it.
then you can get, you know, all the fun shit we did
The
together.
vibes.
Yeah.
I love a Pinterest board.
I know, it's a good time, man. Oh, they're funny. I've not looked at some of these in a really long time. Run into the tunnels.
Send it to you. I'll roll for it.
Ooh. Very good, very good.
I thought it was the massive. Oh! 90 flat. I'm rolling
Bloody
well.
hell, yeah.
You're
So,
the saint, dude.
yeah, I'm a fucking reclass as a fucking paladin or something. You
Oh,
send off
fucking
this.
job.
Yeah. You send off this prayer to Iorek, saint of protection and abjuration magic and like self-sacrifice. And you send this prayer off. And the power of the saints is limited. And I don't know how much Wrath would know about this, but having spent, some time in Lepari learning about the saints, a lot of time with Toki learning about the saints, the saints are like not gods. They can't just click their fingers and like bring people back from the dead or grant wishes or like make true love, or kind of do a little thing that you're sort of asking to happen here. But they can help as much as they can along the way if they hear your plea, because they're not omniscient, they're not omnipotent, but like you've managed to get through in this moment, and you are soaking wet with the river water, having just been drowned again by bloody kerrigan, and so you reach out to Iorek, and you what happens here? I think that you
Last call.
Oh, what was happening?
Just like, Laura, don't mind the last prayer I made. It was a mistake. Don't worry about it.
He's like, no,
It was
I'm
a
chill with
bad
Kerrigan,
choice.
we're buddies.
Sorry, wrong number.
We hang out off here. So Iorek, you suddenly feel very cold. Like you are trapped in like a snowstorm, and then and I mean, if you're still carrying Javi, you're like, I'm wet and cold and I'm covered in ice now. Like you're like, what is going on? And Wrath, you suddenly feel like a warmth spread up your hands, and it kind of stops around your elbow, and you look down, and you just innately know that for the next hour you can essentially cast like lay on hands, like the paladin feature of being able to give out a pool of health points to someone, and it's like you don't know how you know this, you don't know like where the fuck this has come from, but basically you know for the next hour that touching someone, you are able, and it's like one use only, you are able to give out 10 hit points to one creature for the next hour, and like Javi, as you look at where Wrath is like holding you, this river water, frost, you look down and Wrath's hands are like glowing with kind of like a bluish light, but not blue like for the ghosts and things like that, like a kind of like icy blue light. Wrath's hands are kind of glowing with, and they're kind of cold, like you can feel cold spreading through you where Wrath is holding you. I was like, yes, it was legit.
Harvey was closer to the ground and they weren't going so fast. He'd drop himself, but it's too risky. He's like, okay, cool. This is nice. Fantastic.
Brilliant. You are racing through these tunnels, running. And if you are, I assume, using your like dash action, basically, I feel like Harvey is maybe sprinting ahead using bonus action and action, and then sort of having to pull himself back so no one else can go quite as fast as the road. You, after not long, a minute and a half of pure sprinting, especially with this lighthouse beacon growing closer and closer and closer, you eventually all end up in the same cabin as your sister. That's just break. Come on, lads, don't let me down here. I'm trying to move things around. Be cool about it. Alright, and Toki. Copy. And then battle maps. This one. Nailed it. Put you there. Are we all there? Are we all in the cave?
Yep.
In the cave.
Yeah.
Welcome
Good.
to the party.
You all rock up
Lovely.
here. And you see Wraith unconscious. Toki, actually, I actually assume maybe you have light up again, because I assume Harvey wouldn't maybe be able to see. Is that a reasonable assumption?
Yeah, I wouldn't. It lasts for an hour, and I wouldn't have dismissed it. So.
Oh, legend. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, you run into this cabin, and you see this creature crouched over Wraith, kind of with her head in its lap, and one hand sort of like on her chest.
Are we in initiative? Sorry.
Not yet. We've kind of left it. You just run in, and this is what you see.
I just immediately dive for Wraith.
I love it.
Like, full speed.
Go for it.
And like try to lay on hands as soon as I get to her.
Nice one. Cool. Let me wipe the initiative, and we will roll again. So yeah, everyone please roll initiative and add yourselves to it. But I'll say you're able to like go forwards as much as you are able to. Wrath ahead of that. Oh, the D20's gone. Oh, there.
Sorry, am I able to move or?
Yeah.
Like,
you move as much as you're able to, allow to, and I'll say that happens before we have rolled.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm not even quite there. I'm there at most. Oh, sorry.
What was that all about?
She's coughing.
Bless you. Legend. God, so many 19s, aren't we popular? I think you have a high initiative and you're unconscious, so I'm just going to shove you there. So, Toki, it's your go first. Wrath has launched himself, dropped Harvey, and launched himself across the room, shooting for his sister. What are you doing?
I will. Yeah, I will dash. So we'll just go like 5, 10, 15. To be here. And then I think that's pretty much it, unless I can do any bonus actions. Which I don't think I can. No, I want to save my one spell slot. So yeah, I will just dash there. And like get down on the ground, and I guess for flavor, like try and get in between Malcolm and Wraith, but I can't actually do that because I don't have the action economy.
Of course.
But I'm like trying to protect her.
Love it. Nice. Cool. Malcolm, at you running in and doing that, he is gonna attempt to kind of like shove you away. And in doing so, you barely see. He's quick. Like these guys are Dexy, that he pulls a short sword, like seemingly out of nowhere, and is just gonna try and like puncture you with it, and it almost pushing you away with the sword, at disadvantage because you're within. No, that's fucking spells. Don't worry about it. Not at disadvantage. That is a non-nat 20 to hit you.
I will hit.
Yeah. So that is this one a D6. Yeah. That is 4 points of piercing damage, plus a further 3 points of necrotic damage. As this sword that he seems to have just got from nowhere pierces into you, and like you've been got with a sword before. It's like hot and burning, whereas this is cold, and it makes you feel sick. Like the wound is instantly infected, and he kind of attempts to push you away. Like mechanically he cannot, but for flavor he's like pushing you away with this sword, trying to keep you at arm's length. Wrath, is your go.
I'll immediately lay on hands on Wraith if it works.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
Do you give her the full
about
10?
whether it's gonna work.
Are you trying to give her are you trying to give her the full 10 hit points that you've got with that?
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. So yeah, you lay your hands on your sister, and you let this kind of icy energy flow from your arms, drains out of your arms and into your sister. And where you touch her and where this kind of like magic given to you by iorek drains, you see that like frost and ice begins to form over your sister's clothes, as like the area, like patch of skin that you can barely make out, goes like blue as well. And Wraith, you regain 10 hit points.
Oh
And
my
you are
gosh, I
awake.
thought you were about to gargan hail us again. I was about to cry.
Wraith will thematically just inhale and then sort of roll onto her front, but she can't do that. But thematically,
we love it. Yeah, I'll say you can kind of roll onto your front. You like roll out of Malcolm's lap because he's not like grappling you anymore. So yeah, awesome. Bro,
brother.
Wrath, are you doing anything else?
Did I get Wraith further away from Malcolm?
Yeah, I'll say if you use half your movement to drag her, you can do that.
Yeah. And like I'll put my body between them, so like if it promotes an attack of opportunity, I'm the one. Like,
cool. Yes, it will. So he is gonna as you walk away, try and hit you with a 21.
Hits.
With this short sword again, that's cocked unfortunately. And that is 7 points of piercing damage, as this short sword it was using to push away Toki. He kind of like pivots, elbows you, and then goes under and gets you with a short sword, trying to like get you away from Wraith. And then you take a further 1 point of necrotic damage from this sword as you experience.
He's down.
Good God, I'm almost dead. I'm on 3.
Oh yes. But you are able to pull your sister away up to 15 foot.
Yeah, with 15.
Or however much you've got left of your movement halved.
Yeah. Oh, because I moved 5.
Yes.
So 25, do I like to 10?
Yeah, we'll say 15 because I round up, so I'll just
Yay!
round 30 and then...
I forget it every time.
I'm different. I like to be different. It's.
I appreciate it. I really do.
Well, it's in your favour, but also theirs.
You're not wrong. Sometimes.
Cool. So yeah, where are you dragging your sister to?
Just
down here.
Like 15 feet back diagonal, I guess, if that's
possible.
Yeah, just to get further away.
Nice one. Wraith, it is your go. You are being dragged along the floor on your front by your brother.
Wraith will glance up at Malcolm and snarl and throw herself at him.
Nice.
Like, furious.
Nice. So yeah, your brother has dragged you away, and yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna dagger.
Nice. Are you actually like, it's like, are you moving up into his melee, or are you like going from a distance?
I think she'd probably like go up to him, but like throw herself at him.
Nice. Yeah. And just start wailing on him.
Yeah. Oh God. Don't roll on the book. That is a 20.
Nice.
Natural.
Do you mind if I... Awesome. Yeah, that hits. Do you mind if I just move Wraith up? Is that alright?
What? Like that?
Yes, thank you. Awesome.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. So yes, 20 hits.
Well, it was a natural 20, so I hope it did.
Oh, was it? Nice one. Yeah, so double the dice.
Thank you, cocked books. So sneak attack because Toki's next to me. Awesome. That is 9, 18, 23 points of piercing damage.
Beautiful stuff. Amazing. Yeah, as you just like rip into Malcolm, just like slicing at him repeatedly. Like, we know it's only dagger, but you are just absolutely wailing on him, and just lightning quick. It's like, Toki, you're like reeling from being stuck with this sword. Wrath, you're like have one hand out reaching for your sister, and you are just absolutely like taking your revenge.
I'm distracted by the cat, but also can I bonus action attack with the dagger?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. That is a 22 to hit.
That one hits.
Let's see if I can get it with a d4. 3 points of damage.
How do you kill Malcolm?
As she like dives across the room, slashing at him, I think she just drives a dagger straight through his throat and like pins him to the floor, sort of like landing on top of him almost.
Yeah, nice. Awesome. So yeah, you see as you say like pinning him to the floor, dagger through the throat, just slashing at him in like fury, but like controlled fury. Like, it's rage, but precise. And you just carve him up. And yeah, I can get your own back. You see, like, just as you were like lunging for him, just after that first hit, before you come with another one, you see he reaches and summons or pulls out of his belt like that garrote that he used, and you're like, absolutely not. And your second swipe just like slices that garrote in half, goes for his throat, and pins him to the ground. And he is dead, and you are alone in this cavern, all of you.
I think Toki, seeing that Wraith is okay, just like immediately lies on his back, panting, like relieved that she's okay, and then it's just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I am done. It's just lying in the dirt.
Nice.
Wraith will stand up, sort of panting softly, and then reach a hand down to Toki.
I take it and I stand up, and I want to hug you so badly, but I don't, because I know you won't. I know you won't like it, so I don't.
Boundaries.
Glad you're okay.
Likewise. She'll glare down at the dead thing.
Kick it.
Yeah.
Alanis and Javi, what are you two doing? Happened in a flash.
Yeah, God, this all happened so quickly.
Alanis was in the middle of like notching a bow, and it's just like slowly lowering.
Harvey was exactly the same. He was like mid getting his bow off his back, and he's
Nice.
like, okay, never mind.
And we'll just come in and check everyone's alive, but they look good. So can I just have a look around the cave and see if there's anything here except bones?
Totally, yeah. Roll me a perception or investigation check. But yeah, there are a lot of bones and blood spatter, like dried blood. Yeah.
A 21 perception.
Yeah, there's nothing in the sort of way of like treasure here, but you do find a sort of like in that bottom corner there is like a sort of tent of sorts. Like, it's like one stick with a piece of tarp over it, and like some hay. Looks like it could be something's house, maybe this thing. It looks like bigger than just one of these things. Like, maybe it's not just this one that calls this space its home, and kind of being like, that's like, that bed's too big for just one of these guys. You look around and you're like, maybe something else lives here as well.
In which case, I'll say to the others, pretty sure this guy is a friend, so let's leave. Let's just go.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Quietly.
I can second that.
Awesome. Yeah, you start to leave. Javi, the lighthouse emblem is no longer there. Your quest pointer has gone. You have arrived at your destination. So could anybody, everybody, I don't mind, just roll a survival check. You're only like a minute and a little bit into the caves. But just you're shaken up. It's been a long fucking evening. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, you guys are fine. Yeah, definitely. You guys are fine. You managed to make your way out of this cave back into that rockfall area. We won't, play it. You kind of managed to maneuver yourselves over this rockfall, and are once again in the Shadowfell. On the path towards Skuse. I renamed it actually. I can't remember what. My tablet's on the other side of the room, but it's not Skuse 01. I think it's Skuse 16 if anyone wants to update their notes. But you are making your way back there. Still got like 2.5 hours left of this journey. And it's getting to be about midnight or something like that. But yes, what are you doing, if anything, as you kind of just trudge your way back?
Wraith will walk next to her brother and slide her hand into his and intertwine their fingers.
Well, I full on hug. We ain't doing that here.
She will grip him tightly and just sort of lean her face into his ear and go, okay.
No, really. Do you think it was something? I mean, this is very trying to say this very quietly. Was there any aspect of this which felt like it was specifically personal against Wraith, or that thing was just taking anyone?
Roll an insight check.
Not good. What's a bonus? Our bonus is 0. I rolled a 7 plus 2. 9.
Yeah, you didn't see it happen, to be fair. And, you try and talk to your sister about it, but she was unconscious for a lot of it. You're not sure. You didn't really see this thing. And Wraith, you didn't even really see it either. It snuck up from behind you, hiding in the shadows, grabbed you and teleported away. Yeah, with that, you're not sure. Felt personal, but that's probably because you were in it.
Was that what the Nothic was talking about? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it was
No, me neither. Oh,
Let's go.
Let's go. Wrath is now fully paranoid about this place.
Sure.
What's before? It's super now.
Totally. Wraith, can you roll a perception check for me?
Of course I can. That is a 26.
Nice. You feel eyes on you. And you look around and you see things in the shadows. Little things like insects, and you look up and you see birds and bats in the sky, and you hear the shuffling of feet as you're kind of walking through this rocky range into this dead forest. You see things in the trees, and you get the impression that things from here are aware of you in a way they weren't before this thing attacked you.
Wraith will keep walking, but tug on her brother's hand to draw him closer for a second, and then whisper, breathe out, whisper. I'm being watched.
How many?
All of them.
Oh, God. Are they coming closer, or are they just keeping distance?
are they, DM?
Observing. Very aware of you, but observing.
They're not coming any closer. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, let's
All the way
speed up
out.
a bit. Yep. Are we close to the rift now?
You're about 2 hours away from the rift.
Oh my god. Okay.
Just keep going.
I'm gonna
Fine.
cast Find Familiar and just
Cute.
have the familiar watching constantly,
Yeah.
like at the surroundings.
Of course, yeah. Fenrir. Is it Fenrir? Appears.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the wolf form.
Yeah, in the wolf form.
Nice. Yeah, appears and
And Fenrir is meant to be from here, so I would hope
Cool.
that he knows what to look out for.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah. As I'll say as he appears, if he's from here, his head also cocks towards Wraith. And kind of scents her. But like knows you, and will just pad alongside.
Boy, what's up? Why are you looking at her like that? What are you doing?
Can you talk to Fenrir like a familiar? Is that something you can do, or because I can't remember?
I don't know. I'll check now. Check now. Who knows?
While you're checking, what are the
Still
people
one
doing,
weird
if
look.
anything? Is anyone else doing anything?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. I was too busy making notes. No, I think Toki is like trying to give the twins space, but is also walking very close to Javi and Alanis because it's like no one else is getting got. we need to stick together. But no, I don't think Toki is like. Toki's done. Toki wants to go to bed.
Yeah.
He's not wanting to make conversation anymore.
Yeah, I think like Javi wants to ask Toki if he's okay, but if Toki's vibe is I need to not speak for a bit, Javi will just
Toki's
walk
vibe is
beside
very
them.
stoic. It's like striding very confidently, head held high, not looking around, like not pausing, just like we are getting to our destination.
If they're walking like 3 abreast, I think Javi will put himself in the middle and like link arms with both of them.
Cute.
Like no one's getting got without me coming with them.
Toki is very reassured by that.
That's sweet. I love it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Alanis is similar. She's just walking, keeping an eye on everyone, and probably I'd say she's if Harvey's got one arm, she's got her bow out in the other one. Yeah. So she can attack quickly if she needs to.
Yeah, love that. Nice. Roll me a perception check then, Alanis.
Oh, no. 15.
Nice. Yeah, with that, I'd say not to the same extent that Wraith noticed it, but you also, there's like shufflings of things beyond the tree line, this path that you're walking through. There are things out there in the trees, not necessarily bothering you, but they're there. And then Wrath with Fenrir, yeah, being able to communicate with him. Fenrir will sort of communicate, like sort of say about your sister, the sense that it's almost like there's a shadow to her that's fading, but right now it's hard to ignore. And let me roll to see what Fenrir. Okay, yeah, nice. Fenrir's good. Fenrir communicates to you that currently Wraith is cursed. Like cursed by a shadow as it's temporary. Like he says, like it seems to be dimming, but seems to sort of, and can name this thing as a measle. If you kind of talk to him about it, and we'll say like when the measle would have grabbed her, a part of the shadow that it used to kind of fold itself away to move between places will have transferred to Wraith. And for a short while afterwards, every undead thing and every creature native to the Shadowfell in a radius around her can sense her. Like, she is very visible at the moment.
So there's a radius to it.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how big the radius is?
No, not really.
Okay,
like, you could
worry.
play around with it if you want, and you could tell Fenrir to be like, go 100 foot, go 200 foot, go 600 foot. But if you don't want to do that, then you're not quite sure.
No. I'll just keep him watch if in case anything approaches. I relay that to, like, everyone.
Nice one.
Excellent. Another thing to add to my plate.
But the shadows, it really brings out your eyes, you know. It's a good look. It's a good look. It adds to it.
I appreciate the sentiment, brother.
You look cool right now. That's cool. Ragnar, not Ragnar. No, not Ragnar. I'll summon some shadows so that he also has shadows.
Nice. I love it. Sure, why not?
Why did I say Ragnar?
Wrong campaign, mate. Yeah, you continue walking. None of these things bother you. And after a while, after another half an hour or so, Fenrir will sort of like sniff at Wraith and then communicate to you that it seems to have gone. It's faded. It's over. You are aware constantly of these things maybe watching you, but not in the same beacon-like way that they were drawn to you before. You eventually walk back through these ancient trees and arrive at the site of SKU 16. The rift back to the material plane, back to Penswano. And again, it's that sort of thing of you can only quite see it, and when you're looking at it from a circle angle, like it's a 2D thing in a 3D world, and you manage to kind of find the right place for it. And I assume, are you all stepping through?
Yep. Without a backward glance.
I love it.
With the back.
Cool. Wraith, could you please make a wisdom save for me?
Oh, excellent. 18.
Cool, thank you very much. So you are back in Lipari now. Change the music.
I love that. That's the second time you said that to me.
Oh, I know. But look, the music's so nice. And I'm going to put you to a nice little place. So it's fine. Look, see, it's happy, it's sunny. I mean, it's not sunny, it's 1 a.m. But you are back in Penswano. You are, I can't remember, but I will say about an hour outside of town. It is like well past midnight now. You are tired. And yeah, are you just gonna stumble back home into town?
On the road? No. We're in the marsh.
Yeah.
The marsh?
Yeah, you are.
Excellent.
Oh no.
Maybe it's smarter to just make camp.
Yes.
Because I still want to see if our cottage situation is there, but I want to do that in the daylight.
Nice, yeah.
Are we closer? Do we have to like walk by Cecilia's cottage to get to town? Is that the like route? Because that's out in the marsh as well.
Sorry, I looked at my phone. Yes, yeah, it's like a different direction. It's like a triangle. Like my thumb is like where you are, and this is Cecilia, and this is Penswano. Like you could just go straight there, or you could take a little detour. And Cecilia's little like there's no road between the rift and Penswano. To head back to the road, you kind of would have to go within like 5-10 minutes of Cecilia's house anyway, to be fair. Otherwise you are just walking through, and I cannot stress this enough, marshland and mangroves like it's not going to be I get like if you want to go stealthy, that's absolutely fair. If you don't want to draw attention, that's absolutely fair, but I cannot stress enough, it is not just a walk through the woods. Like this is super difficult terrain, probably will involve swimming.
Yeah, we'll make
Never had enough time in the daylight, let alone in
in
the pitch black.
we got attacked by so many things just on a normal day.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, put some little bit of distance between us and the rift, but otherwise, make camp.
Just look for a dry piece of land. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll say you kind of managed to find, it's sort of like in some of these pictures where it's like the roots of a tree. It's not earth that you're on. It's just like you managed to find, yeah, a tree kind of chilling this evening. Yeah, as you set up camp, is anyone doing anything in particular? Are these the sleepover vibes you wanted?
No.
They are
Very
not.
much not the sleepover vibes we wanted, Lauren. Thank you.
Can't even see the stars because the tree cover's so thick.
Oh gosh.
Great.
The worst possible conditions for a sleepover.
There's mosquitoes, lots of them. It's humid.
Oh,
Oh no. Okay, I've got the
I'm wet
rods of
too. Oh,
anti-dampness
shit.
out.
Nice.
And I get the tent out.
Yeah, the 2-man tent.
Yep. I mean, I have this one if you guys are interested, and she'll hold up the classic build your own two-man tent.
I mean, Harvey will take it.
Yeah, come on
Wrap
then.
it
Let's try and
over.
I
put
feel like
this
the
tent
rest of
up.
us could definitely squeeze into it.
Yeah,
the
you
and
three of
definitely
us
squeeze
thought.
into a tent. Yeah, for sure.
You'll be spooning.
Yeah, you like top of tails it a little bit, but it's fine. Little cotton tails. Yeah, you. Yeah, is that? Yeah, are you all just falling asleep? Just fucking.
Before we
I'll
go
take
to
watch.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
someone has to take watch.
Izzy.
Yeah,
That'd be a
forgot.
I was like, don't make me build a battle map, guys. Yes, we'll get to that. Were you saying before you go to sleep you were going to do something, Chloe?
Yeah, Toki's gonna walk a little bit away with his light, like not far, just like to get a little bit of privacy. And he's gonna pray to Galen.
Oh boy.
Like like in his head, I think he doesn't want people to hear him. But yeah,
Itsy boo, Timothy.
I have not prepared anything. I'm like, what does he want to say to Galen? I mean, I wrote something long ago that is no longer relevant. I think he's like, I know you chose me. I just don't know if I'm good enough. I just don't know if this is for me. I let Cecilia trick me. I let Wraith get taken. I don't know if I'm what you wanted. But I guess I'll try to be. And I'm sorry I've been distracted. As first thing tomorrow, I'm back to searching for the truth. I will make you proud. And then I will come back and I will get in this 3-man tent or
Nice.
2-man tent that 3 of us are gonna try and get in, and I will just pull my blanket over me and go to sleep.
Nice. Yeah. Roll a prayer D100 for me.
Mhm.
How'd you do, mate?
It's a 2.
It's a 2.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
it's a 2.
Whoa.
And you go to sleep.
Of course it is.
Yeah, cool.
It's like
cool.
comforting in its familiarity.
Yes.
Yeah, you're like, this is my night and time routine. To reach out and be ignored. So yes, is anyone else doing anything before Alanis takes up watch?
I think Harvey would stop rolling off my lap. Sorry, trying to stop her from sliding to the ground. Harvey would like to send off just very quick, like a prayer to Azra to just say, you know, I'm sorry that if the vibes of my previous prayer were a little bit angry. Let's say angry. But I wanted to say grazie for helping us find wraith so quickly.
Roll D100.
Yes, I'm gonna do it on roll
You've got a
thingy. 81.
81. Yeah, you feel a sort of cooling, like calm go over you, and you just hear a faint like de nada. And yeah, you slip off into sleep. Anybody else? Oh no.
Is Toki asleep? Oh, sorry, sister.
No, you go. You go.
I was gonna well,
In
if
their luxury
Toki's
tent.
asleep, I'll give him a bit, yeah.
He doesn't.
We've got a fun doing here.
How long did it take you guys to build your tent?
There's like a heater. There's
Yeah,
a heater in
we're
there.
probably still putting it up, to be fair.
Like doesn't fucking sit on those roots properly.
There's like poles everywhere and the door doesn't shut.
Yeah.
We're like, I don't care.
It's a cover.
Yeah, we've given up. I think Toki's just lying there if you wanted to talk to him.
Hi, Toki. You alright?
Hi,
Rough
Rad.
day.
Yeah, just go to sleep.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you about Kerrigan. Like, they're the Saint of twins, right?
Yeah, like, I mean, he was a
And
twin,
revenge.
yeah.
Yeah. What do you know about Kerrigan? Because I don't know that much other than, like a bad bitch vibe, revenge, twins, murder, etc.
Yeah, okay. Toki was fully lying down. He like sits up. He like
You
sits
ain't
up,
sleeping today.
he pulls his blanket around him. He's
I
like,
can come in if you want.
Rat's like sitting cross-legged at the door of the tent.
Yeah, Alana's fully like, I'm waiting to go and watch whatever you fall asleep.
Hi, Alanis. You want some food? I'm just eating something over here.
Just trail mix.
Sure, thank you.
He's on the game. Have a
I'll take the
snack
trail mix.
okay, yep, bedtime story.
Go on, Chloe, read it out.
So,
read it out.
Yeah, Santa Kerrigan and Santa Milan they're both saints. Milan is a bit less interesting. He's the saint of balance, justice, law and order. Pretty dry stuff. They were twins who were separated at birth, raised in Rasheen. In very different circumstances. Milan had kind of every opportunity he could want for. He was a lawyer. He quickly rose through the ranks. He was a judge. But Kerrigan was poor. He was a street urchin. And they met by chance, so the story goes, or they didn't meet, but Kerrigan saw Milan from afar by chance, and stalked him to discover who he was, and was jealous of his life, or bitter. I mean, I guess you would be if you were twins and one of you had everything and one of you had nothing. And yeah, he spent many years following Milan, learning his life, learning his routines, his patterns, before he killed him and assumed his identity. Milan was known as a kind of benevolent judge. He was quite well respected, and he had confessed to some friends before he died that he thought he was being followed, or he thought he'd seen a man who looked similar to him on occasions. And yeah, after he died, Kerrigan assumed his personality, took on his job, was a less benevolent judge, let's say. And some of the friends investigated, and Kerrigan killed those two. He racked up quite the body count. I think it was about 15 years. I mean, I don't know that much. I studied in Rasheen, so there's like museums and stuff. But I think it was like 15 years later. Kerrigan, had racked up quite a body count. He had a lot of bodies just like in Milan's nice townhouse, hidden in the basement and things. And but he was beginning to lose it a bit. And he used to kind of walk around, and he used to supposedly see the ghost of Milan everywhere he went. It kind of culminated in him one day he used to kind of rave and run, and he was everyone kind of knew that, you know, he was losing his mind. But he ran into a river one day and drowned. And some people pulled him out. They cast Speak with Dead on him to kind of understand why all of these people had just seen this man throw himself into a river. And yeah, all he said was like, "Did you see him? Did you see him? He's supposed to be gone. Did you see him?" And they did an autopsy because obviously everyone assumed this was the famous Judge Milan. And they realized that it wasn't him because Milan had a scar on his back that this man didn't have. And then they discovered the bodies of all of the other men the kerrigan had killed, as well as Milan's body, in his house. And they realized that it wasn't Milan at all, and it was kerrigan. And supposedly they're both, well, Milan was martyred first 15 years earlier, but then supposedly kerrigan also ascended at that time. And people don't know. Some people say that it actually was Milan's ghost that drowned him in the river. Some people say that it was more of a metaphorical ghost and just his own, not necessarily guilt. He doesn't sound like a man who was ever really guilty, but something that his own mind that drove him to drown in the river that day. No one really knows. But yeah, he became the saint of serial killers, murders, revenge, echoes, twins, like you say, although not necessarily in a good way. Why'd you ask?
No reason. It's all good. It's fine. Wrath inside is like, oh my fucking saints. Yeah, no problem. Wrath just like shakes off the remaining river water off of them. It's like, yeah, okay, that's good to know. Well,
Shakes
yeah.
on to Harvey.
Yeah. Oh, no. I apologize to Harvey. Harvey's probably asleep at this time.
Harvey is not. Harvey is trying to sleep.
Would you say that Bella would be like a better saint to, like, you know, if I wanted to pray? I think I might put my bets on Bella, to be honest.
I'm not sure. I mean, what are you praying for?
You know? Whatever.
Well,
You really.
So Bella's.
I love Bella.
Okay, I'm gonna huddle up again. Bella's child died very tragically.
Story time.
Yep, story time's back.
I get out another pack of trail mix. I hand it to Alanis.
Covering his ears. Gonna have nightmares.
Yeah. So Bella and her husband divorced, and her child went to live with her husband, and then he fell through some ice on a lake and he drowned. And Bella was a powerful necromancer, but the lake was so deep that her child's body couldn't be recovered, so she couldn't raise him from the dead. And she blamed her husband for this. He also blamed himself by all accounts. He felt very guilty about it. He killed himself not long afterwards. But Bella revived him and kept him chained in her house for many years. Some say she tortured him, some say she just used him as a servant, some say she just imprisoned him. Yeah. So, also a woman who raises people from the dead and keeps them in their houses. If that's the sort of thing you're after,
I mean,
she might be able to help.
Have misinterpreted some elements of what I knew about the Saints. It's okay. I really kind of read the Spark Notes, and now I'm currently regretting not really thinking about what their backstories were.
I mean, you know, saints have all different meanings. You know, some people pray to Bella to help them deal with their grief, or you know, she's associated with winter and reflection and melancholy. I mean, and some people really do deserve to be, you know, sometimes people need to get revenge. So, but
But
yeah,
you wouldn't really recommend praying to them.
they're not the sort of people that I would necessarily pray to.
No, yeah, I understand that.
But you know, some circumstances might call for it.
Yeah, Wraith is like flashback to being like drowned whilst flying. It's like yeah. Well, the more you know. I feel like I've learned a lot today.
Yeah, you know, I really do want to get to sleep, but any other time you want to talk about any saints,
I'll go now.
I am here for you.
I'll leave Alanis the pack of trail mix and be like, good night. I'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Constantly trying to get out of the conversation. There are only 2 evil ones? Ah, come on.
There's maybe a third, really.
It's like, yeah.
Which one's the third? Just out of curiosity.
Are you asking Toki?
Yeah, Toki, what last thing? Who's the last evil one?
I don't know if me and Lauren were thinking about the same ones. I mean, Borna kind of sucks.
Borna's who I was thinking of.
Right,
Okay, that's who I...
I know it's fucking
yes,
but that's a different fucking thing.
You know, I mean, if you want to say, like, if you were thinking about twins and you wanted to look after your sister, you know, there's the sibling saints. They're good. Or Yusumu, he's associated with family. There's other people who are to do with family that might be worth looking into.
Yeah, that sounds good. Less fun, but good.
Toki's so awake now. Toki's like, actually, you know what? I don't need to sleep.
Oh, thank you, Lauren. Oh, thank you. I will be editing Matt's list of saints now. Well, thank you, Toki. That was very insightful. Ignore the fact I'm covered in river water. Let's go. Okay, good night.
It's been a long day. No worries. I will see you in the morning.
Good night.
Awesome. So we all going to bed apart from Alanis, who's going to stay up for 4 hours, I think, and probably keep watch.
I can stay up for 8. I only need 4 hours rest because I'm an elf.
Nice.
We don't need to RP it, but while they're having story time outside, Wraith is writing in her journal.
I mean, when we've got 4 minutes, what you're writing? Unless you don't want to RP it.
Wraith will just, I'm happy to RP it if we have 4 minutes.
Yeah, we've got 4
everyone's
minutes.
happy. Wraith will literally crack open her journal, and the last page written on it is from when they played the game that I can't remember.
Let's Goes Followers.
Followers.
Let's Goes Followers.
Let's Goes Followers, thank you. And she'll open the page. Is there any writing that she hasn't seen in the last 2 days?
Nope.
What a dick. So yeah, she'll start with you up.
Nice. There's a long wait. And then a hasty hand replies with, yeah.
I mean, if you're busy, please don't make me a priority or anything.
I wasn't busy, I was sleeping.
Oh, lazy bones.
How are you?
Wasn't where it was the middle of the night where you are.
It is, judging from the sky and how tired I am.
Poor princeling. How are you?
I can't remember how Scottish people talk. But yeah, neural does fucking suck. I'm fine. A lot going on down here. How are things with you?
Oh, you know, visit to the Shadowfell's always fun. She'll recount all that.
Do some explanation
And
marks.
yeah. And the run-in with the Nothic, and she'll say, apparently, rumor has it I'm in trouble. Shocker there.
Well, I can believe that. That's not news or a surprise to anyone, surely.
Well, hopefully I'm not in too much trouble with you.
Why would you be?
Oh, darling, how could I not?
You just get like the
what should I say? Anything of interest happening back home? Seeing as you're so busy.
Well, you know, business deals to make and just people to keep track of. Have some people going missing the last few days, but managed to track them down, and you know, some people don't always agree with they forget the terms of the contract until it comes to them needing to pay up, so just need to go and remind them of my benevolence.
Oh, clever. Oh, you'd be so proud. Somebody owes me a favor.
Do they know? That is very interesting to hear. I have a feeling that you'd be better at dealing with everything that I'm dealing with down here. It's keeping eyes on it.
Well, what is a queen without her king?
Indeed.
Canonically better, but well, we'll see, darling.
Well, we'll see there. Last I checked, though, you're not quite wearing the crown.
Not yet. But that's just, and I forgot the word, logistics.
Just a wee technicality we need to fix, maybe.
Don't worry, we'll solve it soon enough.
That we will. It's been a while, but there's all
said.
sorts going on, and things move slowly down here, as you know.
Yes. Well, things are moving fast here. So hopefully we'll meet in the middle.
Hopefully we will. And yeah, with that, you can maybe keep on just idle, chill, shadow. But yeah, with that, everyone kind of falls asleep with alanis.
Alright.
Yes, go for it, dude.
I know it's late.
No.
Once everyone's gone to bed, I want to pull out like a little notebook while I'm on watch, and like just flip to the end, and it's just like pages and pages and pages of like places that she's been, and then like nothing written next to it, except for like kaldetta, and it's like met Harvey with a little smiley face, and then she writes Pensueno, nothing, crazy witch who wants to bring people back from the dead, not helpful. And then met some nice people. Smiley face.
That's really cute.
And then she'll just keep watch for the rest of the evening.
Amazing. Oh, that's so cute. Ajit, we will pick up with that. I kind of want to say next week, but I'm not 100%. But we will pick up there in however long it takes for us to get there.